Has China just outpaced America in the AI race? Is it a Sputnik moment for the US tech industry? I'm Ahron Young, and this is Ticker with Context. All right, not too long ago, no one knew the name Deepseek, but now it's being referred to as a Sputnik moment, as in the moment the Soviet Union launched a basketball-sized satellite into space. It panicked the United States, it panicked the citizens, and then it panicked the politicians, kicking off a 30-year space race. Today, Deepseek is a Chinese AI startup, and it's shaken the US tech industry to its core. Much like Sputnik, with its advantage and cost-effective AI models, Deepseek has sparked fears of China's rapid progress in the global AI race. This is a race the US has been dominating for the past few years. Even Joe Biden, as president, said this about the new tech.
Artificial intelligence is the most consequential technology of our time, perhaps of all time. Nothing offers more profound possibilities and risk for our economy and our security, our society.
Possibilities and risk. Risk which you don't really have to worry about if you are the one in charge. Now, in his first week in the White House, Donald Trump invited tech billionaires and giants, some of the best known faces in the industry, to the White House to announce something called Stargate, a $500 billion, yes, $500 billion, a project designed to propel the US so far ahead of everybody else that no country could ever possibly keep up. Here he is.
Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure in the United States, and very, very quickly, moving very rapidly, creating over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately.
Wow, politics, hey? Sounds fantastic, but $500 billion for data centers that could become white elephants thanks to this move by China. A lot of money, and in the US, it's really needed because Microsoft, the big Bill Gates founded company, just cannot keep up with the number of data centers that OpenAI's Chatgpt requires for massive growth. You might remember that Microsoft was an early investor in OpenAI, and they're not really getting along because OpenAI needs more and more data centers. Microsoft can't keep up. You notice there was no one from Microsoft at the White House during that announcement. Suddenly, Deepseek's AI assistant becomes the #1 downloaded app, there it is, on Apple's App Store, igniting fears that China's tech industry might have surpassed America's AI giants at a fraction of the cost. Nvidia is one of America's leading tech companies. It saw its market value plunge in one day by $940 billion. It has been a darling of the markets. It has propelled the stock markets right through 2024. If 2024 was a company, it was Nvidia, as investors reacted to Deepseek's success. Now, founded in the Hangzhou province just last year, Deepseek positioned itself as a major contender in generative AI. It claims its R1 model rivals top-tier competitors like OpenAI. If you Google Deepseek, it will say the word OpenAI in the first sentence of the description. Make no mistake, they're going head-to-head with Chatgpt while being significantly cheaper to develop. And that is the problem here. That is the key problem: cost. It is 10 to 20 times cheaper for China to run Deepseek than it is for OpenAI to run Chatgpt. We'll hear more from Trump about cost a little later in this explainer. But what's more, the firm has maximized efficiency with fewer Nvidia chips designed to comply with US export restrictions. Silicon Valley investor Mark Anderson says that Deepseek's model is one of the most amazing and impressive breakthroughs he has ever seen. Some suggest the timing of Deepseek's advancements are politically strategic. Think about when it happened, a week after the inauguration. Experts have drawn parallels to past Chinese innovations unveiled during critical geopolitical moments. It is a page out of Stalin's book, aiming to challenge US export controls, which has been all the rage since Trump took to the White House.
The capabilities of Deepseek are well within reach of OpenAI and the other providers of generative AI. But, and that's the crucial but, is Can DeepSeek approach or get the same results with lower infrastructure costs, which obviously would be a major negative, not just for NVIDIA, but also for the big cloud computing data center providers like Amazon?
And that was the but, and that is another key point. Can they actually do it? How many videos have we watched about products that are about to launch that don't do what they claim they can do? Still, investors are taking it seriously. NVIDIA, whose chips underpin many AI systems, have attempted to put a positive spin on the situation. After all, look what happened to their stock. The company hailed DeepSeek's development as a sign of the growing demand for AI products and innovations, even as its stock took a massive hit. But the story isn't without its challenges for DeepSeek itself, because just as the company became part of, well, we're talking about it, it faced cyber attacks and outages directly aimed at it. Amid surging demand for its services, just as people started downloading it, suddenly it's offline. Despite these hurdles, DeepSeek has captured global attention, symbolising a potential shift, a major shift in the balance of power within the tech world. So just how scared is the US government about China's breakthrough? Well, Donald Trump is putting on a brave face as he speaks to Republicans about this.
Today and over the last couple of days, I've been reading about China and some of the companies in China, one in particular, coming up with a faster method of AI and much less expensive method. And that's good, because you don't have to spend this much money. I view that as a positive, as an asset. So I really think if it's fact and if it's true, and nobody really knows if it is, but I view that as a positive, because you'll be doing that too. So you won't be spending as much and you'll get the same result, hopefully.
Ever the salesman, ever the businessman, but what about politics? He kind of sounds like he's selling you a car when the competition has just made a far better car and far cheaper. As the US debates over regulation of the AI industry, the rise of DeepSeek is a stark reminder of the stakes of the race. If America fails to keep up, it risks losing its technological edge. So is this a wake-up call for the United States, for regulators, for the tech sector, for Silicon Valley, for banks? Are they spending too much money? All that investment that was generated, pumped into the stock exchanges, into those companies in 2024, what was the point if it can be done for cheaper? And is China sending a direct message to the Trump administration early on in his presidency? The race for superiority has only just begun.